Did I hear you guys just say you want to learn how I'm studying 3 certificates while also working full-time? You did! Well, you know, I'm here to save you guys evening, so you can actually learn. Yay! Let's introduce myself, because honestly you're in for a whirlwind. So if you don't know me, hi, I'm Ali. I study 3 certificates and I work full-time. As you can see, I'm just out of my, I just got back from work and I'm filming this video for you guys, and it's payday, so that means you're coming along with me as I get my materials for my studying session. But first, I want to give you guys a basic rundown on sort of who I am and sort of my routine and sort of my studying and whatnot before I dive you guys into exactly what I do, because I feel like you guys are going to need to know a bit about this before I actually go into things. As I said, my name is Ali Royal. I am a plumber apprentice. I am studying plumbing, right? And I'm pretty much one of the only girls in the field that I have seen or I have heard of. So I'm also studying 3 certificates on the side. One of them is related to my plumbing apprentice. So my first one is I'm doing an agent representative in real estate, right? It's a certificate in real estate. 2, so if I ever want to be a real estate agent, it's there. 2, I'm studying a finance and mortgage broking, and obviously mortgage broking. 3, I'm also studying a certificate in plumbing so I can get registered in my field so that I can actually, go out and be fully registered, right? So the first 2 I can complete in a year. The third one, my certificate in plumbing, it's going to take me 4 years to actually get to the end before I'm registered, which kind of sucks. But it is, and I'm enjoying my job. I have a lot of things. For example, I study those things, and I also have hobbies on the side, aka I am learning chess, I like drawing, I like vlogging, as you guys can see, I'm making YouTube content, and I like studying the guitar and learning languages. And I also like hanging out with my friends pretty consistently. I like to hang out with my friends about once every 2 weeks. Because I also, I gotta learn not to, spend so much money. I gotta save up my money. So, I like to go out once every 2 weeks with my friends, or just a small dinner with my friends once a week sort of thing. So I like to sort of have a social life and a hobbies life while also maintaining studying at the same time, which is honestly pretty hard. So I'm going to give you guys a basic routine of my day, right? Because I'm out of the house 11 hours a day practically with my job. So I get up at 4 in the morning, so then I can leave at 4:30, right? So then I can get to work at 6. I basically spend 3 hours every day commuting, 1.5 hours every, back there and then back there. It's 3 hours in total every day I spend commuting, which kind of sucks. And I have to drive. I can't just catch a train and read my book while I'm training. I have to actually drive and pay attention on the road. So I can't study in the car or anything like that. I can't even catch a train to study. So all of my studying is basically at home. So that also gives you a general gist of how limited my time is. So I get to work at 6 and I don't get off till about 2. You love that? Then it takes me an hour and a half to get back home, so I don't get home till about 3:30. And I like streaming. I like doing other things. So usually I spend about 2 hours when I get home streaming or going to the gym, and then about an hour and a half after that, literally just studying. Alright, so I try to spend an hour and a half every day to do that. And with my job, I sometimes get every second Mondays off, so I can also use those Mondays to also study more. But when it gets closer to Christmas, I don't get those days. I don't get that luxury. My literal current routine is trying to study about an hour every night, picking one of the 3 things I have and just reading it and highlighting and everything I have to do. I also have a more specific way on how I do things. Now that you guys know about my routine and about my life and everything, and so boring, we get it, Ali, keep yapping. I'm going to take you on with me to go to get my materials and my supplies so I can actually show you guys what I specifically do for my things. So let's get into it. Roll the clip, future Ali. So, this is Monday. Basically my tires were flat, so I couldn't record the video. Here's proof. Boom, boom, boom. It's not that great, to be fair. Of all the days my tire had to go flat, it was Friday. So I got my tires fixed. It's Monday now, which is supposed to be vlog update day, so I'm gonna try to get this out as quickly as possible. So let's go into Office Works to go get some shit printed. So while I wait for my car to warm up, we're going to basically just get all of the units downloaded into my files, and then we're gonna print them at Office Works. We're gonna get 3 printed, hopefully. Okay, so I'm here. It's kind of awkward, just because it's kind of in public and people are watching me. I've really done that before. Also, peep the Kim Kardashian crying air freshener. It's really awkward. I probably won't bring my camera inside. I'll probably just use my phone, my handy dandy phone, and record the whole process. And then I'll, record again once I'm inside again, once I'm in here. And then I'll take you guys back out there and I'll show you guys my process. Okay, so that was an interesting thing, filming in public for like the first time. It's 89 pages. Cost me, I think, $8.90, 80. And then I just got some highlighters. This is all I get. Alright, because I already have a book at home and I have some pens at home. But I go through highlighters like there's no tomorrow because I'm highlighting 90 pages worth of fucking shit. So I constantly have to rebuy highlighters. But I don't like the chunky ones, and I know you can get the chunky ones by themselves. Like I can get like 10 pink chunky ones, because I only really use the pink and the blues. I'm going to try to incorporate these other two colours, so then if I do run out of the pink, I can use another colour. Yeah, I basically just highlight a bunch, and I need to go somewhere. I need to go get some fucking food, so you're not going to come along with me on that one. You're going to come along when I get home. And I show you guys how I study. Okay, so we're back home, so let's get roughly everything all sorted. So I have printed out 3 units. As you can see here, it's 90 pages, or 89 if you want to get really exact. Usually what I usually do is I usually split them into units. I don't like stapling them until later on, because I like to just flip through it and just sort of highlight it. So I use these highlighters. I don't like the other ones. Is it like the staple ones, like the really chunky ones? I don't like them. So I usually just go through every single page, right? Like every single page, and I just highlight. I highlight the ones in pink that I think like aren't important but I should know, and then I highlight the ones in blue that are important. Now if I ever run out of pink and blue, I usually just use the next 2 colors and then just pick one for important, one for extra important, and so on until I'm out. And I've gone through just the 4 already, so I need to get another pair, so I got the 6-pack instead. So that's usually just what I do. I usually do, every Monday is usually a study day and streaming. Tuesdays are going to the gym, study. Wednesday, streaming, study. Thursday, gym, study. Then Friday is usually just a rest day. That can either be me socializing with my friends or doing something else. And then Saturdays, I like to get up at 6 on Saturdays, because I usually get up at like 4 for work, so like 6 is like a sleep-in for me. And then I usually study for a few hours in the morning on Saturdays and Sundays, just to sort of get things over and done with, and then submit my assignments and stuff. So as I said, I have 3. I have 3 certificates that I'm going through. Now, I only go through my tradie book when it is about between my last tradie school like block and before my next one. So that's usually like there's about 4 weeks in between each one, so I usually do it within the 2 to 3 weeks of doing the entire block for the next block. So then when I go back to school, I already know all that stuff, but it's going through my head a second time, like I'm learning it a second time, so it's more likely to stick. And then my other certificates, like my mortgage broking and my real estate one, is usually it's usually just me doing it in between the blocks. So I can usually finish about, I would say, like 2 units a week. So I can do 1 of each, or I can do 2 of 1 unit, one certificate, and I can usually just get 2 units done a week. So this one I got 3 because they're only like 20 pages per unit. So pretty sure it's like 20 something, and then it's 30 something for the other. So like they're pretty small. I can usually read 1 unit if it's that small in like a few hours, and then I could just complete my assignment for that afterwards. But yeah, I hope that gives you a rough idea on how I do it. I sometimes use Notion, so if you guys do want a Notion tour, do let me know. Usually I'm more of a pen and paper kind of girly, but I do like to have Notion sometimes because it does look kind of nice and, it's kind of pretty. But if you do want a Notion tour, do let me know. I will gladly show you my Notion page. And if you want to see more like study content, just, comment and, subscribe and let me know if that's what you want. But yeah, that's usually how I do it. Like, I haven't shown you like an in-depth of like what exactly I do, because I don't know if I'm supposed to show you guys this exactly. Hope you guys have a lovely day though, and I hope you guys, look after your loved ones, and I hope you guys look after yourselves more importantly. Thank you and have a good one. Bye.